all know the Harry Potter sequel and would have the patience to wait in long lines to watch them. But what about a movie dedicated to Lord Voldemort's story? Yes, you heard me right. A movie about Voldemort. And guess what? It doesn't even feature Harry at all. Want to hear more? Sure, I will tell you more in 1 minute. The Harry Potter movies all have a unique charm, proving to be a good adaptation of the books with stellar casting, a fantastic soundtrack, and astounding effects. These great qualities make the Harry Potter movie franchise something you'd want to watch and rewatch again. It was so good that fans started making their fan projects inspired by the beloved series, some of which include Wizard People Dear Reader and YouTube's Potter Puppet Pals. However, one fan project surprisingly made its way to be known by numerous people and even got recognition from Warner Studios. Enter June of 2017, when a particular video was released that intrigued Harry Potter fans alike. It seemed to be an upcoming Italian fan-made film focusing on one of Harry Potter's well-known characters, the antagonist himself, Voldemort. Yep, that's right. This video revealed itself as the teaser trailer for Voldemort, Origins of the Heir. According to its creators Gianmaria Pizzato and Stefano Prestia, the movie will be about Tom Marvolo Riddle and how he became Lord Voldemort. It will explore his life after he graduated from Hogwarts, including his position at Borgin and Burkes, and his return to Hogwarts in the hopes of becoming the Defense Against the Dark Arts instructor. In addition, it will also tackle the rise and collapse of his fortunes during the First Wizarding War. The creators said they would tell his story using official canon information from the Harry Potter series, add a bit of fan service, and then branch off into its plot. It is complete with new characters and fresh story material, all of which would take place in the land of the Wizarding world. Most of the narrative, however, would focus on an entirely different and original character, Grisham McLagan, a Gryffindor heir. He is seeking Tom Riddle following the murder of Hepzibah Smith. Sounds a bit interesting, huh? What do you think? Tell us in the comments below. Many people thought so too, since the teaser trailer received 30 million views in less than 48 hours. Fans found themselves so anticipated for this little fan project to provide an addition to the Harry Potter world that it started getting more and more attention. So much so that even Warner Bros. Got into the mix with it. Unfortunately, due to copyright infringement, they sadly terminated the crowdfunding campaign due to the intervention and litigation. However, in the end, the two firms arranged that the film would be a non-profit but professional video effort. Once the arrangement was made known, fans got themselves excited again as they waited for the film's eventual release. On January 13, 2018, Triangle Films, the creator's main channel, finally uploaded the film on YouTube for everyone to see in its entirety, and the resulting consensus? Pretty mixed. Wonder how that happened. With that said, let's finally dive into the movie itself. We start the movie with a flashback where we see Tom Riddle gathering his belongings and getting ready to go from his home. While doing so, he stops over a photograph that includes him and 3 other classmates before discarding the image. Currently, Grisham McLagan is attempting to steal into a Soviet ore warehouse. She uses a sick, one-of-a-kind dematerialization spell to attack several Soviet ores, but despite overcoming many of the guards, she is eventually kidnapped and brought before KGB General Makarov, who administers an intravenous drip of Veritas serum to him while questioning her. A Soviet's reconnaissance team discovers a chest filled with mysterious artifacts, one of which is Riddle's diary, but they are eliminated shortly after opening the chest. The story then expresses itself by jumping between flashbacks and the current day. In the warehouse, Grisha reveals that she attended Hogwarts alongside Riddle, who, along with Wiglaf Surkinson and Lazarus Smith, was one of the 3 legitimate successors to the Hogwarts legacy. Grisha and Riddle were classmates, Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff, respectively. The heirs established a group to make the world a better place. As a result of an altercation between Lazarus and Riddle regarding Grisha's feelings, they parted ways. Grisha observed that Riddle was getting estranged from them all and perhaps undergone a complete transformation due to the experience. Grisha has spent the past few years training to become an Auror and devoting herself to finding Riddle, hoping that she may steer him away from the road of destruction and save him from himself. Further interrogation and flashbacks revealed that Riddle stole the cup and locket from Hepzibah before killing her and framing her house elf Hoki. Grisha believes that he intends to create Horcruxes. Grisha also believes that Riddle intends to use Hoki as a scapegoat for his crimes. She believes that Riddle's journal, the artifact she was trying to get from the warehouse, may give her a clue about his whereabouts or intentions. She was trying to retrieve the diary from the warehouse. She also says that he has slain Lazarus and Wiglaf, showing that he has already started using the name Voldemort. She concludes that he is now the most dangerous person in the wizarding world. In the end, Makarov concludes that he believes her tale since she was under the influence of a Rita serum when she said it. However, the fact that she thinks it does not necessarily indicate that it is real. She may be erroneous in her conviction. However, he is unwilling to take the opportunity because the danger posed by Gellert Grindelwald is still relatively fresh in his mind. As a result, he hands her the diary and tells her that it is a Brit problem and that they should deal with it alone. They free Grisha, give her belongings, and grant her permission to depart. Makarov asks Grisha how she knew they had the journal as she is leaving, and Grisha responds that maybe she didn't know, or perhaps she did. Huh? Finally, she reveals herself by transforming into Voldemort and killing Makarov and his collected guards. Again, Makarov asks Grisha how she knew they had the diary as she leaves. The movie comes to a close with a flashback showing another reconnaissance team discovering the chest and rescuing its contents. The two Soviets debate the contents, stating that the bones are female, with the inference being that they belong to Grisha, and what they imply, with one of them pessimistically concluding that there must be a moment of darkness for there to be light. Wow, now having finished it, I can see why it got the response it received. While many praised the special effects and production values, they mainly criticized the acting and direction. Cat Brown of The Telegraph gave the film 2 warm drinks out of 5, noting that the cast is uniformly gorgeous. Still, they were too old to portray their ages accurately. Maroni, supposedly playing an 11-year-old, second year, is one lollipop away from being an inappropriate fancy dress costume. Nevertheless, Brown said the magic was impressive, citing moving images, owls, and filming locations. One Calla Walchrist agrees that Posado has strange camera angles, and while the English dubbing may not be that terrific, the visual effects are better than multi-million-dollar Warner Brothers blockbusters. She continues to remark on the good costumes and scenery, and even was fond of the twist. Rick Alston in Fortress of Solitude praises Posado's directing, but criticizes the story, the casting, the performance, the bad dubbing, the scattershot editing, and the production design. Alston, like other reviews, criticized the performers' ages for their roles, but praised the special effects. Now, what about my opinion? I can sort of agree with him. While the fan film mostly exceeded things like its costumes and effects, they could have at least gotten a little time to polish some other aspects. But overall, it seemed to be a decent film with over 18 million views. I hope we see more from these two creators and the rest of the team regarding what other projects they might do next. See you in the next video.